then good. You're never gonna accidentally do 100 miles an hour on this bike. What's up, guys? Do not forget to click that little button down below and subscribe so you can see all of our awesome videos and all the new stuff that's happening at the SRK Cycle Shop. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2015 Harley Davidson 883N, which is the Nightster, which I think is one of the coolest looking bikes besides the 48. I love these bikes. Guys, I'm going to tell you why you should not be buying one of these bikes, and maybe a few reasons why you should be buying an 883 Nightster. Let's jump on it. I love the looks of these bikes. First of all, full disclosure, I am low on gas. So this also might be a little thing of trying to figure out how long I can go without filling up. Alright, guys, let's start with some words of wisdom. James 4:8, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Amen. Amen, brothers. Why are my four-ways on? I don't know, but I do know I don't have the keys with me. I hope the bike doesn't just shut off. Alright, so this might be what happens if you ride a bike without the keys near you. I don't have a... why are they on? I don't know. I don't know why they're on. It's going to annoy you guys more than it's going to annoy me. Alright, so let's talk about some of the... we're going to talk about the pros and cons. First of all, the Sportster kind of has a bad reputation. And not necessarily a badass reputation. It's got kind of a bad reputation. And that reputation is, it's the baby Harley. Well, step aside. Step aside, baby Harley. A new baby Harley came out, and that's the Street 500. Which makes what used to be the baby Harley, not the baby Harley anymore. Which should be like, okay, now I can buy a 883 Sportster. So the 883 Sportster has always been kind of the baby Harley, sometimes referred to as the girl Harley. It's a big debate about whether a Sportster is a good bike for a girl to start out on. Now, if you have to drive a Harley and you have no other options, then what can I say? You have no other options. You have to buy, you gotta buy it. You have no other options. It is the smaller of the Harleys other than the street bikes. When I say street, I mean Street 750, Street 500. So you got that going on for you. The 883s and the 12 of the Sportster line is actually one of the most reliable lines out there. You hear guys complaining about Harleys, about breaking down and all this stuff, and you know, everything breaks down. But you actually hear about the Sportsters being one of the most reliable bikes out there, and people never having any issues with their Sportsters, which, you know, they're great bikes. Now, I will say this, it is more common for a 10-year-old Sportster to be leaking oil than a 10-year-old touring bike. And that has nothing to do with the way they're made. That has more to do with the person who's buying it. I mean, you can see, I think these are great bikes. I think they're good, not only entry-level bikes, but also good bikes just for, you know, a little more lighthearted riding. Just kind of touring around. You don't want to lug around a 900-pound bike just to, you know, cruise around the town. Get on something like this. You can whip it around a little easier. Enjoy the road. They have enough power. Why are my lights flashing? Maybe it's because, I don't know, because I'm low on fuel, or is it because I don't have the key with me? But these don't have a proximity key. Oh well. It's super obnoxious though. I don't think there's a four-way. Nope. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, there we go. There is a hazard switch. It's on the start button. That's horrible. You guys were going nuts. You guys were going nuts. Alright, so these things are fun. They're light. For an adult male, is a great entry-level bike. But it's also a bike that you could hang around for. You could just keep it. Now, if all your buddies are driving Ultras, and they're all doing big, long trips, and you're like, I'm gonna get me a Harley Davidson. I'm gonna spend 6 grand, 5 grand, 7 grand. And you roll up in a Sportster, you might be the odd man out. You might get made fun of. They might beat you up. They're gonna smoke you on the straights and maybe on the corners. But other than that, if you don't like mid controls, don't get a one with mid controls, or just save a couple bucks, have a couple bucks available, 300 bucks to get forward controls. You can get forward control kits that brings them out to here, makes it real comfortable. I always had the same perception that you guys have always had. Sportsters are dumb. It's a little baby one. But then you start riding them and you're like, these aren't dumb. These are cool. Because pretty much all motorcycles are cool. It's a comfortable bike. It's a little more of an aggressive. And I actually kind of like this seating. It's a little more of an aggressive stance. My legs, my knees are out in front of my feet. My arms are way in front of everything. It's a very sporty feeling stance. Because I've got pegs and not floorboards, I can get a whole lot lower in the corners. These bikes are not crazy fast. They're hardly, that'd be you'd be stretching it to say that they're fast at all. But they have enough. So that's why it could be a go for a beginner rider. You can make some mistakes and maybe not end up in a tree. Top speed on this bike? I have no idea. It's not really a top speed bike. There's nothing covering you. It's not really aerodynamic. So when you're doing highway speeds, or if you're trying to do triple digits, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna be fighting you. It's not gonna be comfortable. Which, hey, if that's a deal breaker for you, good. You should be buying something different. For a lot of people, it's like, hey, I don't want to do those speeds. Then good, you're never gonna accidentally do 100 miles an hour on this bike. Styling, I love it. I think they're cool looking. I think they've really maintained a cool classic style with a modern touch, a modern feel. And isn't that why we love Harley Davidson? Is that not why we love Harley Davidson? Classic style, modern feel. They don't change, but they change just enough. Am I right? Guys, that's gonna wrap up this test drive. I think this bike is fun. It's a 2015 with 2,800 miles on it. Check it out on the website. It's probably gonna be one of the cheapest ones out there. Definitely gonna be one of the cheapest ones out there. The bike's not perfect. Looks like a little scratch. We might be able to get that. That might be able to come off. I love these denim colors. These flat. And the flat black is just classic. The cool thing about it is if you did get a scuff or a scratch, you can order that color from Harley for like 20 bucks in a spray can. And you could paint it. It looks exactly the same as it did before. Which is pretty cool. Alright guys, that wraps up the test drive. listen, this week, I don't know when you're watching this video, but if you're watching it, I just listed it this day. It might not be up yet for everybody else. Look in the description below for the countdown. We're making another website, srkgiveaway.com, and it's gonna have a countdown clock for when we're giving away the dyno. Check that out. Also, check out tank straps. If you're looking to transport your bike, you need some tank straps. Transport your bike breaks down, you're going to a run, check out tank straps. Never worry about your bike falling off the trailer again, guys. Tank straps, look in the description below. Click on the little arrow down below to see the rest of the information. It's the second link. As of right now, you can buy them on Amazon. All right, guys, that wraps up the test drive of 2015 Harley-Davidson 883 Nightster. A great bike. I did 3 more miles with the fuel gauge on, and we'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.